New England has a style all its own. Known for its rich history and traditional design, New England has it all. A gorgeous coastline, mountains, and changing seasons. Join us as we explore the communities, style, decor, distinguished properties, culinary scene, and the people who make living here so special and unlike anywhere else in the world. I'm Anna Rossi. Well, this is a statement piece, and welcome to New England Living. Chestnut Hill, a small village only 6 miles west of downtown Boston, was once the country escape for the Boston Brahmin elite, home to both Boston College and areas designed by Frederick Law Olmsted. The landscape is a mix of prestigious properties, and while it has the feel of suburban life, it offers all the conveniences of city living. Today we are meeting an amazing woman, Simone Winston. She is all about charitable giving, and as it is the holidays, we are going to be celebrating with her and her friends. Look here. Well, Simone, happy holidays!
Oh, thank you for coming. I'm so happy
you.
to have you here.
You're beautiful.
Happy holidays.
Thank you. You know, I love this expression, all rooms should be living, and that is how I feel when I walk into your home. It's really alive. How do you describe this home?
What we've really loved about this home is because I do love entertaining at the holidays and I enjoy having extended family. There's always room for everyone to come back, bring friends, hopefully someday bring significant others and little people as well. And I think that this home really is a wonderful place for that to happen.
Yeah. So when you first walked through the doors,
Yes.
What was it that really struck you?
The space would be good for our family, and people would have their own areas of the house that they could enjoy and have a little bit of a respite, as well as entertaining for holidays, as we love to do.
It is a location that really brings the best of both worlds, isn't it? That suburban coziness and
It's
then the
true.
amenities of the city.
It's true, we're really literally just a few homes away from the city line of Boston, and yet we have a yard. We feel like we have the best of both worlds.
What a special family business, really starting right here, just steps away on Newbury Street, really, right?
Correct, yes. My husband's grandfather started with a kiosk outside of what is now the Taj, but was the Ritz. It was passed on to my husband's father, and then my husband and his brothers, and it's really been a wonderful opportunity that their father gave them many years ago.
Tell us a little bit about your philosophy, because you really made a life choice in your generosity with your time.
Getting to know some philanthropic organizations actually offered me a wonderful way to meet people and to learn about what was important to them. And then as the years have progressed, I've really been able to take on a few causes that are more near and dear to my heart. And then through our company, we've been able to work with many wonderful organizations.
Well, like with Charity in Bloom.
Correct.
And I love how you've structured Charity in Bloom, where you can really give so much love to so many different organizations. Can you describe it for us?
Certainly. So this is a program where we create a series of arrangements, and 20% of the proceeds from those arrangements are then given to a nonprofit organization. And we really try to stick with our mission of well-being, mentorship, and healthcare.
Now, Jack, your son,
Yes.
is coming into the fold, and you two have the opportunity to work together with Squash Busters.
We
so
do.
cool.
So
Tell us about
my
that.
my youngest started playing squash several years ago, and we were introduced through some of his friends to an organization called Squash Busters. It's a wonderful after-school mentorship program that really gets young people ready for college and excited for college and opens opportunities for them that they may not have had otherwise. And you're going to get to see him play, and hopefully we'll get you out there on the court and you'll get to meet some of the Squash Busters kids and be introduced to the wonderful program there at Northeastern.
Coming up on New England Living, Simone shows us around the house and we get a look at some of her design details and even get some holiday decorating inspiration. Then we take a spin around the area and later take center court at one of the many charities that's closest to Simone's heart. Don't go away, that's next.
Innovation, technology, design. It is why the Seaport District is the fastest growing area in Boston. It's also the reason we selected the Innovation District as the home of Seven Tide. If you're looking for a one-of-a-kind experience filled with design inspiration, a place where you can explore, see your ideas come to life, this is the place. Think of Seven Tide as a design adventure for your home, featuring the most trusted top-tier brands in their industries. For homeowners and designers alike, it's a unique approach to home design. You can visit Clark's newest Sub-Zero and Wolf showroom and test kitchen, giving you hands-on access to the world's finest appliances, or take in the country's first experience center for Marvin Windows and Doors. Our goal is to provide inspiration in an exceptional space that offers a relaxed and very personal experience. If you like what you see, we'll refer you to an authorized dealer. But while you're at Seven Tide, there's no pressure. Even the parking is complimentary. We want to cultivate an atmosphere that's free from anxiety so you can focus on what's right for the design of your home. New England has some of the finest designers in the country, and here you'll see an exciting array of their work in full-scale kitchens. You'll be able to see, touch, and even taste your kitchen design. Both inside and out, Seven Tide offers the perfect setting to bring your ideas to life. We want you to rethink what's possible. Adjacent to Clark, you'll find Marvin Windows and Doors. They offer a high-tech, high-touch experience that invites you to reset your expectations for what a home can be. After visiting Marvin, you'll never think about windows and doors the same way again. Whether you're a homeowner or a designer, building a new custom home or remodeling, we invite you to come experience the possibilities. Come be inspired, be informed, and ultimately be at home at Seven Tide.
For more information for your home inspiration, visit seventide.com. Yours by design.
Chestnut Hill, only a few miles from downtown Boston, offers the convenience of city living, but with the feel of the country. The design details, architecture, and history make it a desirable address. And for the Winstons, it was the perfect spot to raise their family. The stately homes here in Chestnut Hill offer so much architectural eye candy. There's colonial, Italianate, shingle, Victorian, even Tudor. The Winstons' home is a turn-of-the-century colonial revival. It is timeless, spacious, and comfy. The home boasts a grand foyer, not one, but two formal living rooms, a den, several working fireplaces, a chef's kitchen to die for, and so much more. The tree!
Here we are.
Oh,
the
it's
Christmas
beautiful.
tree.
Ah, this is fantastic. And this is what you would call your more formal living room?
Correct, yes.
Your mantle is to die for.
It is
this is
really
just precious.
pretty. Winston's used, obviously, these really pretty urns, and then used a lot of natural greenery and pine cones and little berries, and then added a little touch of glam, which again in the evening when candles are lit and the lights are dimmed, really adds a nice touch of glamour to the room.
Yeah, that little reflection. It's beautiful. A lot of us have collections of nutcrackers or carolers, right? Well, I love how Simone just bundled all of hers right here for this adorable little collection.
So here we are in our less formal living room with our bar area. And again, Winston's did this beautiful mantle, which is primarily pine cones.
I love it.
But it really adds to, you can see the way that the wallpaper has that same almost pine cone effect in the trees. It really picks that up beautifully.
One of my favorite things about the season are the cards. And I love that she's taken them out of the basket and is displaying them here using a little hot glue gun and a beautiful ribbon so you can enjoy them. Well, powder rooms are always the most fun, right?
Yes, well, I thought it's just a really fun little spot that you can do something kitschy with the wallpaper and on the ceiling. And I found this great mirror that I thought, well, why not? It's a powder room. You're not so worried about seeing a perfect reflection when you're straightening up or freshening up. And I thought it was a really fun accent.
Simone has worked hard at keeping their 6,000 square foot home elegantly approachable. Now these light fixtures are so charming. They look like they could be original to the house, but Simone does such a good job sourcing things, you would never realize she actually installed them. This is great. I love this center island, Simone. I can just picture your crew. And I love that you have a sink against the window.
We have so much greenery in our yard and then our neighbors' yards behind us, and it's a wonderful view. When it snows, it's magical out there.
I can imagine.
Yes.
And then this is so cozy.
This is a great little breakfast nook that we have, and Peachy the dog actually loves to sit on the banquette and enjoy the view of squirrels running in the yard. But we've had many family meals here.
So I love velvet
Yes.
for a tablecloth.
I think it adds just another element of warmth to the dinner and to our evening.
Within the green palette, you still have so much texture and contrast with these natural elements. It's just beautiful.
Well, that's right. It picks up from the tablecloth and it goes right into these ferns and then these spiky leaves and these more delicate berries.
Yeah. The indoor wreaths have the green velvet bow that ties back into the tablecloth.
They do, and then again that little touch of glamour in the gold, the gilded leaves, and then that is just above this really special train that was made by my mother's friend for us when the twins were babies years ago.
Oh.
And it's really a special treat to be able to pull it out.
Pulling in a toy
That's
that is
right.
so sentimental.
Yes.
Is a great reminder that it's about the children, right?
That's right, that's how it all started.
Yeah, this is so beautiful.
Thank you. Here we have this cozy nook that we love sitting in the den here, and the boys love watching football games and gathering here. It's really nice in front of the fireplace, and this is where I've chosen to put up our stockings.
Look at this treasure. Now, if these walls could talk, this ticket for the White Star Line's second sailing of the Titanic was found in the very back of one of the original drawers in this house. The ticket was never claimed, sadly, because we all know why. And now let's hop in the car. I want to show you around. The name Chestnut Hill actually refers to several small hills that look down upon the Chestnut Hill Reservoir, which is right here. Another thing Chestnut Hill has is Boston College. Go Eagles! And we can't go into the city without a quick stop to Winston Flowers. They've been here on Newbury Street for 75 years. Just like with Simone's life, for Winston Flowers, the holidays are their busiest time of year. Their style and design when it comes to floral arrangements goes way beyond your everyday bouquet. It truly is a work of art. And in the spirit of giving, I'm going to take you to a charity that is changing the lives of kids by playing a game. Hi!
Hi, we're so
Nice
glad
to
to
see you
have
on
you
this
here.
side of town.
This is my son, Jack.
Hi,
Welcome
Jack.
to Squash Busters.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you here. We'd love to show you the facilities.
Great. I look forward to it.
Great, let's go.
What an incredible facility, Simone. Tell us what the mission is of Squash Busters.
You know, it's really a sports-based after-school mentoring program that really takes young people and gets them ready for college and all of the challenges that come ahead.
Just walking through the doors, you can really feel the enthusiasm for the
It's
program.
a very high-energy building,
Yeah,
for sure.
it's infectious. I get it.
This is the first urban squash program that was ever established in the country, and now there are 23 all over the country.
Do you have any advice for someone your age or a little bit younger that's maybe thinking about Squash Busters but hasn't joined yet?
I would tell them about the academic side and the people that help you, because you can really easily make friends and express yourself. And on the squash court, they're really supportive and they can talk to you and you can talk to them in ease.
At a time where I felt like things were kind of down, and they really picked me up. Like, they helped me in school, they brought everything back to, you know, this is you're independent, your core structured on how your life is gonna live. And they really helped me strive to be better.
Well, so I hear we're standing in front of your favorite two courts. That makes me nervous to step onto the court with you. But now I kind of actually want to.
Okay, that's great. You can.
Okay,
sure.
should we try? Give it a whack? Next on New England Living, we are decking the halls and celebrating the spirit of giving with some of Boston's most philanthropic ladies. Then we peek into the kitchen to see what's for dinner, and I create a signature cocktail that's effervescence makes it perfect for any holiday celebration.
Clark, New England's official Sub-Zero and Wolf showroom and test kitchen, offers 3 reasons to begin your project here. Explore the world's finest appliances. Then cook and taste Wolf's culinary perfection. Be inspired by innovative design. Do you crave extraordinary? Visit clarkliving.com to plan your visit.
Only 6 miles from Boston, the Winston's classic Victorian colonial is perfect for entertaining, especially during the holidays. And tonight, that's exactly what we're doing. Chef James Levine from Barbara Lynch's Stir is preparing a holiday feast, and everyone who knows me knows I like to kick off a soiree with a signature cocktail. It's the French 75. There's a little bit of gin, some lemon juice, and simple syrup. You top it off with a champagne floater. That's the French 75. So we'll take 2 ounces. Now for the bubbles. That's a party. We're gonna top it off with a little zest of lemon to pull out those flavors. Give it a little twist, put it in vertically. Now, isn't that chic? Cheers. The Barbara Lynch Collective has some of the most distinctive culinary experiences in the city of Boston, and lucky for us, Chef James Levine from their demonstration kitchen Stir is preparing our holiday feast. Stir is such a unique platform, isn't it, for sharing culinary experience? Tell us about it.
Every night we do essentially a dinner party. 10 people come in and sit around the table. I stand in the center and cook, and we teach them about food and wine. And it can run a whole range of topics. We can do seafood, classic Italian food, we can do Southeast Asian. It just goes all over the globe and all over the subject matter. I try to use only ingredients that are as local as I can get, in season, and I like to prepare them just simply.
So what have you prepared for the menu tonight?
So tonight we're gonna start off with a squash salad, and it's 4 different local squashes prepared in 4 different ways. Then we're doing gnocchi. So just potato dumplings with wild mushrooms and a bunch of garlic and thyme. And then we're going to go into a poulet rôti, so a classic French preparation of a roast chicken. And we're gonna end with a spiced apple cake. Yeah.
That's what I smelled when I came into the kitchen. It pulled me right in. We are so excited for the menu that you prepared. It sounds fantastic. And I hope you don't mind, but I would love to jump in and help you along the way.
Love to have you.
The women here are all leaders in Boston's philanthropic community, so it's apropos that tonight's dinner is centered around giving. So Courtney, tell us about the charity that you're representing here tonight.
So I've been involved with the Pine Street Inn for many years as a volunteer, and in 2019 they will mark 50 years of their time here in Boston fighting to end homelessness. So it's a very exciting year for the Inn, a big milestone, and we're excited to celebrate with them.
UNICEF is a global organization. I sit on the board here in this region for New England. And really what we do is we try to prevent preventable deaths of children all around the world. And there's so many different causes that could make that happen. And we go ahead and try to educate people and raise funds to prevent it.
Now let's check in to see how the chef is doing in the kitchen.
Isn't it neat how simple the flavors are to get such an impact? Just the citrus and shallot.
Really, it brightens everything up.
Yeah. Now what kind of hen is this?
So these are Cornish game hens.
What do you like about cooking with these?
I love them for dinner parties
Yeah.
because it's pre-portioned. Everyone gets a half bird,
Yeah.
and it's more than enough food. We go under the front,
Yeah?
come back around the legs,
Yeah?
and I tie.
Oh, cool.
And that is it.
And you like to do this because it'll help ensure the even cook.
Exactly.
Nice coloring.
Yeah.
Is it about 1 potato to 1
I
egg?
usually go by weight, so for
Yeah.
a full pound of potatoes, we would do 1.5 cups to 2 cups of flour.
This looks so great. Next up on New England Living, grab your fork because it's time to dig in. We are ready to feast on Stir's special holiday menu just for us. Don't go away.
Technology is changing the world of home design, and Marvin at 7 Tide has embraced this evolution to create a unique and truly personalized window and door experience. Compare various configurations, experiment with colors and wood species, all in a high-tech, high-touch environment that strives to inspire creative freedom and discovery. You'll come away with confidence knowing that you're doing the right thing for your home. Book an appointment at marvin7tide.com.
Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts personifies New England charm at every turn. Beautiful properties, history, and tradition. For Simone Winston, there's no better place to call home, and it is especially special during the holiday season. And at tonight's dinner, we are raising a glass to these amazing women who are making a difference in the world with their work in the many charities around New England. UNICEF, Perkins School for the Blind, Pine Street Inn, Bee Fund, One Family, Big Brothers Big Sisters, the OCD Foundation, Dressed for Success, and Flying Kites.
Your first course is a squash salad. It's 4 different squashes, 4 different ways. There's pickled delicata squash, roasted carnival squash, raw and lightly salted honey nut squash, and then the vinaigrette is made of butternut squash with a little bit of Calabrian chili and cherry vinegar. There's some Parmigiano and arugula.
Ooh, there's a heat to it.
Super overwhelmed. Come on, let's give it, so you need slices.
Chef, look what you have created with our gnocchi! I love seeing the texture of the mushrooms, and I sense garlic.
Well, even we lived in the Back Bay for almost 10 years before we moved.
So for our second course, this is a potato gnocchi with some chanterelle mushrooms and hen of the woods mushrooms, sauteed in olive oil with lots of garlic and thyme, a sauce made of white wine and butter, and some fresh black truffle.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. It is so good.
Oh my, look what came out of the oven. Any special tricks when you're cooking something like this?
So I started it at 350, and then after about 20 minutes, cranked up the heat to 425, and then let it ride for about 15 more minutes.
Nice. So you finish off with that crispy skin.
Yes. So
Yum.
the lower heat dehydrates the skin, and then the higher heat crisps it up.
Oh my gosh. Down to a science.
No, I did it.
For your entree, this is a Cornish game hen roasted in the oven. So it's a poulet rôti with roasted fingerling potatoes, heirloom baby carrots, and then a salsa verde on top of that.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
And look at that plating. Oh my.
So, crackers maybe?
This is a fresh apple cake made with Ida red apples, cinnamon, clove, and then there's a cranberry compote on top, and then some salted caramel and some candied pecans.
Well, cheers to Chef James and Stir. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you. All so delicious.
It is a true privilege to be sitting at the table with you, and it's amazing going around the room because locally what you each are doing makes our city such a remarkable place, and Boston is so much better off for it. And it's also really special to see the ripples of the work done even in this house that have such a global impact. So thank you for bringing your expertise and passion and commitment to Boston. And thank you, Simone, for hosting us.
Thank you all for coming. Cheers to all of you. Cheers.